Well, let's go ahead and get started. That way we can hopefully finish on time also. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our ACT Now online site readiness training. I'm Scott Ross Kelly. I'm the ACT project manager for the Utah State Board of Education. With us also from USBE, we have Jessica Wilhelm, who's our secondary accommodations assessment specialist. She'll be here to answer any questions you might have if they have to cover assessment. And thank you to Emily for running this webinar for us in the Zoom. This is being recorded, and so if at any time you want to go back and look over it, you just need to go to the USBE assessment YouTube channel, and you'll find it there. But please give us a few days to get this rendered and put up, so probably Monday at the latest, unless Emily has a correction for me on that. But that way we can get it all rendered and put up on the YouTube channel. ACT is here to run this, and so I'm just going to turn the time over to them, and they can introduce their personnel. Before I forget, though, please remember you are muted, and that's because as you know, we've had trouble in the past with people hacking into some of our Zoom accounts. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat. We'll be monitoring the chat, and ACT has personnel here who can answer those questions. And if we don't get to your questions by the end, we're going to have an open period also where we can respond to questions. So just sit back and enjoy the training, and hopefully you find this useful. I don't know who's running this at your end, Mark, but it's all yours.
Welcome to the online testing site readiness training session for the ACT. We want to thank you for your willingness to carry out this very important task. Our session today, we will cover what's new, important dates, resources, roles and responsibilities, TestNav requirements, including installing TestNav on examinee computers, running the app check, freezing the test environment, technical site readiness, and troubleshooting. Schools will no longer return scratch paper, test administration forms, translated test directions, or used and unused student authorization tickets for online testing. Please arrange for secure destruction of these documents. A copy of each seating diagram must be uploaded into Test Center Manager. Some of the key milestone dates for this administration include the following. Online testing window 1, Tuesday through Thursday testing only, is March 11th, 2025 through March 21st, 2025. Complete technical site readiness. Download the TestNav app and run the app check. If you already have TestNav installed, a new version of the TestNav app will need to be downloaded. December 2nd, 2024 through February 5th, 2025. Create test sessions and assign students is February 10th, 2025 through March 21st, 2025. Validate configuration and lockdown devices that will be used by examinees for testing. December 2nd, 2024 through February 5th, 2025. Testing is available on weekdays within the window. All important dates are included in your schedule of events on the ACT hosted website. Must-dos. Complete site readiness. Complete app checks. Online testing must be administered in school testings. Students at home and remote proctoring is prohibited. Please note that site readiness should be completed by dates listed in your schedule of events. Let's discuss the resources available to you. All the information you need to set up online testing can be found in the ACT Test Technical Guide for Online Testing. You can find a link to this resource in the Resources widget on the right side of your screen. The system you'll use to administer the ACT test online include ACT Now, and TestNav. Let's talk about each of these systems for a moment. ACT Now is a web application used by testing staff to manage participation, verify and register students, order materials, and manage online testing. TestNav Secure is the test delivery engine used by examinees to take the test online. Only the installable app version is supported. Here are the links to additional tools that you will find helpful as you prepare for online testing administration, including the Online Testing Technical Guide, online support for TestNav, ACT Now, mock training resources, and how to download the TestNav software. These are all available in the resources widget for your convenience. Be sure to watch the 5-part video series on preparing for online testing available in Step 2 of your ACT state testing website. The ACT Online Testing Site Readiness Plan. Step 1. Appoint Technical Coordinator. Review technical requirements. Step 2. Set up and complete the mock administration and training. Directions for the mock administration and training can be found in the mock administration guide. If you successfully complete the mock administration and training, move to Step 3. If you have issues during the mock administration, please contact ACT for assistance in resolving. Step 3. Validate configuration. Lock down devices. Let's go through these activities for technical coordinators and test coordinators. The role of the district test coordinator or test coordinator is to create additional user accounts in ACT Now as necessary. District test coordinators can create user accounts for test coordinators. Both district test coordinators and test coordinators can create accounts for technical coordinators and room supervisors, which are both necessary for online testing. There is no proctor role for a user account. Proctors do not need a user account. Assign examinees to test sessions. Print student authorization tickets. Prepare and start sessions. All directions on how to prepare multiple sessions at once can be found in the ACT Administration Manual for the online manual. Prepare site readiness. Ensure site readiness checks are completed and prepare all computers with assistance of the technical coordinator. Complete a mock administration. The role of the technical coordinator is to ensure computers and infrastructure meet online testing requirements. Read and follow the ACT Test Technical Guide for online testing. Rerun computer system checks a week before testing. Assist the test coordinator with a mock administration. Configure any applications that may automatically launch to disable automatic launch. Freeze the test environment. Ensure site readiness. Ensuring site readiness is extremely important and is largely the duty of the technical coordinator. In order to test online, your school equipment must meet hardware, software, and other ACT technical requirements checked during site readiness. The entire process is outlined in the technical guide. Here is a quick checklist to make certain your technical coordinator completes site readiness as needed. The first 4 steps are outlined in the ACT Test Technical Guide. 1. Conduct mock administration in conjunction with test coordinator. 2. Download TestNav application to the examining machines. 3. Run app check in TestNav on each examinee's machine to make sure they are connecting. 4. Lock down all systems from any updates. Site readiness must be completed by the date of the schedule of events. A technical coordinator checklist is available in the configuration is available in your configuration section of your ACT hosted state testing website to assist you in this process. If you are not confident that you can test online, update all examinees to have a delivery format of paper. Call ACT if you need assistance with this task. The ACT test online must be given using TestNav, a lockdown testing application. In order for Chromebooks to be used, They must be used with a keyboard and a mouse touchpad and be in kiosk mode. Tablet mode refers to using the device as a touchscreen device with a keyboard and or mouse touchpad attached. This is not allowed on any device. Linux devices are not supported at this time. The following URLs and ports must be exempt listed or opened in any firewalls, proxy servers, or software used for internet, content filtering, or inspection. Be sure to check the technical guide on your ACT hosted website for full details. TestNav is version 1.13.x is required. You will receive an error message if you don't have it. Find it at download.testnav.com. The download website is also available in your resources widget. Select window.msi installer. Select the file you downloaded or save and open if required by your browser. The open file security warning appears and asks if you want to run the TestNav file. Select Run. The installer window appears and automatically installs TestNav. The Setup TestNav window appears and asks if you want to continue installing TestNav. Select Yes. Run the TestNav app check. Go to download.testnav.com. Select Get from Microsoft. Select Get it from Microsoft button from the TestNav download page or go to Microsoft Store and search for TestNav. Select Download or Install if you previously downloaded TestNav on the same device. TestNav will begin downloading. Run the TestNav app check. Now, let's discuss TestNav installation for Mac OS X. Select Download TestNav for another platform. Select Mac OS. Open the file you downloaded. The TestNav install window appears. Select Install. Drag the TestNav icon into the application folder. Eject the TestNav installer from devices in the Finder sidebar or from the desktop. Run the TestNav app check. Launch the App Store from the iPad device. Search for TestNav. Select Get. After the app installs, select Open. Select OK to allow TestNav access to the microphone. Select OK to allow TestNav access to the camera. You will see the message Preparing iPad for Testing. This will take a few minutes. After setup completes, select App to launch TestNav. Run the TestNav app check. Download TestNav on Chromebooks. Sign in to the Google Admin Console for your domain using your administrator account. Make sure it does not end in @gmail.com. From the Google Admin Console homepage, go to Devices, Chrome. Select Apps and Extensions. Select Kiosks. Under Organizational Units, select the top-level organization that you want to apply these settings to. Then, select a child organization if necessary. Your admin console may differ slightly. Select Add and select Add from Chrome Web Store. Do not add TestNav from Google Play. Google Play contains TestNav for Android and not for Chrome OS. Search for TestNav and select Select. If prompted, accept the app permissions. In the panel on the right, set the app and extensions policies. The exact extension ID shown on the slide is found in the Technical Readiness Guide and can be copied and pasted from where and when installing TestNav. Select Save. Run the TestNav app check. Set up the TestNav on each examining device before running the app check. For Chromebooks, open them in kiosk mode for the TestNav app check to work. 1. Select the TestNav shortcut on your desktop or go to the Start menu and select All Programs, Pearson, and then TestNav. The customer selection screen appears. If you administer only the ACT, select the ACT from the list. If you administer more than one product using TestNav, go to the user dropdown, select Choose a Different Customer, and then select the ACT from the list. Select the user dropdown and then App Check. A green success message will appear if the system passed, or a red failure message will appear if the system failed. Now, let's discuss how to run Network Check via TestNav App Check. 1. Select the TestNav shortcut on your desktop or go to the Start menu and select All Programs, Pearson, and then TestNav. The customer selection screen appears. If you administer only the ACT, then select ACT from the list. If you administer more than one product using TestNav, go to the user dropdown, select Choose a Different Customer, and then select ACT from the list. Select the user dropdown and then App Check. Select Run Network Check. Select the number of computers you plan to administer a test on and select Start Diagnostic Test. Your test results will display on screen. One more slide, Mark. Thank you. So let's discuss how to administer a mock online test. Here we go. Step 1. The test coordinator appoints a technical coordinator. The technical coordinator reviews technical requirements. Please note, please see the TestNav system requirements for more information. Step 2. When a test coordinator confirms their organization's participation in an administration, a technical readiness test event will be created and assigned to all users that have a role of contract coordinator, district test coordinator, school test coordinator, or test coordinator in Test Center Manager TCM. Do the following to complete the technical readiness test event. Click the technical readiness test event. Click Monitor Rooms. Rooms for both standard time and text-to-speech timings will be available. Note, each room will have 10 students assigned. Click Manage Online. Click Manage Online Testing to view the rooms with all of the students along with the seal codes needed for each test. Note, if you click a student, you will be able to see the student's username and password, or you can download authorization tickets that contain the username and passwords. Step 3. The technical coordinator validates configuration by using the sample student's credentials from the technical readiness test event in TCM. The test coordinator will need to open the room in TCM and unlock the student's test. The technical coordinator should log into TestNav on a device that will be used to test. Navigate through each test section to validate configuration. The expiration that the user should answer at least 5 test questions in each test prior to skipping to the end of the section and submitting the test. If unable to successfully complete the test, contact ACT for assistance. Technical Readiness Plan. There are a lot of troubleshooting ideas listed in both the technical guide and the mock administration guide. Additionally, review the wireless network best practices listed in the technical guide. The increase in device accessing organization networks increases the need for stable Wi-Fi networks, daily monitoring, and maintenance. When in doubt, contact ACT. Finally, here is ACT's contact information. The ACT hosted website has all the resources you'll need to successfully prepare for and administer the ACT test. If the resources posted on the website do not answer your questions, please call or email us. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Can I have the last slide on the screen if possible? Thank you. Thank you for joining the ACT Site Readiness webinar. We have a group of ACT support team that is here to provide you assistance with any questions in which you may have. If any questions you have shared during this meeting or after this webinar that has not been answered as of yet, please feel free to contact us at our phone number, 1-800-553-6244 at extension 2800, option 4. And of course, if you have any accommodations, questions, please feel free to contact us either by email or by phone. There were a few questions that were in the chat. One of the questions that was asked is online testing required? Yes, online testing is required by the state. They are requiring online testing, except for accommodation. If you have any accommodation students that require paper accommodations, you may continue to order paper accommodation materials, but for every other materials, it will be online testing. Thank you, Scott, for adding that caveat. There was another question, are two high school reports?
Yeah, I can answer that question for
Okay.
George. George, last month, Maureen sent out a survey asking who the district test coordinator would be for your districts. And if your schools aren't getting access yet, it's because we haven't had that person assigned. And so if you drop myself and copy Maureen an email, we'll get you assigned right away to make sure that you can do those. It's pretty easy to do. We could do it pretty quickly. And then the person that's your district test coordinator will then assign the schools and the people at the schools, since we don't know who those personnel are. That way you can get those people assigned that way. And then they should be able to switch and see the 2025 administration for next spring. Well, I'll check it out in the system, George.
Thank you, Scott. There was another question in the chat. Just to confirm, should we not update the TestNav app until December 2nd? Yes, do not update the TestNav app until December 2nd. The window is December 2nd to February 5th. This date is also posted on your schedule of events. So please to complete the TestNav installation and checks on student devices and validate configurations and freeze the test environment for online testing during the test window, during the window of December 2nd to February 5th. Thank you for your question. Please feel free to post your questions in the chat. We are here to support you.
And George, looking over ACT now, it looks like you need to invite your users. I see the schools, but you need to invite the users from those schools. And when you're in the administration section, there's a section called Files where you can upload a CSV file. And there's even a template you can download to fill out every one of the personnels at every one of the schools, so you can load them up as users in the system, because I'm only showing you as a user right now. Yeah, and in the administration section, when you're in there, there's a little tab that says Files at the middle of the page.
Also, as a reminder, the state did upload the student data upload. They did upload the students last week. So please feel free to review and edit your students and verify the student test event, assignment, and test mode. And also please invite test event staff. Are there any other questions? We are here to support.
Okay, not hearing any other questions or seeing any, sorry, not seeing any questions pop in the chat since everyone's muted. That was much shorter than planned training we've got. Remember, the schedule events has all the links that you'll need. Also, the Utah ACT webpage has additional help and links, including videos that can help you walk you through different things that you might need to set up. And as always, myself, Maureen, Jessica, we're always available to help out. If you have any questions, please contact us at any time. We've got the contact information on the slide deck here also, and it's also on our webpage. And thank you very much, everyone. And thank you, everyone from ACT for doing this presentation for us. And I look forward to having a successful online testing year.
Awesome. Have a nice day.